Good morning, everyone. Triggin here. Welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved. See, I don't know what 20-something episodes we've done. It's sort of amazing we've done so many. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the support, and please continue to show your support by smashing that thumbs up button, and please subscribe if you haven't already. So in the last episode, we talked about going up Far's Peak to see if we could find a higher level Dodocuris. But doing some testing, I don't think, and you can see the sort of testing we've been doing, I don't think Sean's up to it yet. Actually, despite his high level, his health is actually considerably lower than Grace's. 26, what was it, 2680 something, compared to her 4240. His damage is higher, but he doesn't have the health. Did some testing, ran into a couple relatively, actually, a couple of low-level Carnos, and they really tore him up pretty bad. So I think that we need to, you know, get some experience on him before we try doing something like that. And maybe a wolf isn't the right creature for that. I don't know. Or maybe we will have to take the whole pack up there. I'll take that spoiled meat for the narcotics. And I'm going to, after that experience, I'm going to be pumping health on these guys for a while. How are you doing, Grace? Grace is okay. Oh, does she have any spelled meat on her? No. She's just eating out of the trough. So, what I'm thinking is, what I want to do, now that we're high enough level for it, is start getting into some higher tech equipment. Oops. There we go. Crafting all of those. So, get in here to our smithy, structures, crafting. First things first, we need to build a fabricator. Looks like we've got everything we need in here except spark powder and oil. We got spark powder in here. Oh, there's another level for me. Yay, yay. Been pumping oxygen because I know I'll be doing some diving soon. Oops. Well, maybe not soon, but soon enough. Get that in there. In there. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay. And we'll get the oil. And there, now we can go ahead and craft this thing. Now this is, again, this is Structures Plus here, so this is going to make a Structures Plus. It doesn't make the Structures Plus Fabricator? It doesn't look like it does. Or do I not have it yet? Hang on, let's look. S Plus. So I definitely want the Structures Plus one. Not only can you pick it up, which I considered a huge bonus. Yeah. It's silent. Okay, so let's take the materials we're going to need for this. Cementing paste, spark powder, crystal. Crystal, cementing paste. And then this stuff. Oh, that's right, you can't craft it in your inventory. So now I'm confused. Is this going to make me the S Plus Fabricator or not? If it doesn't, I will be very cross. So I don't want the regular one. Now I've created the S Plus Fabricator before. Can only be crafted at the S Plus crafting. Oh, at the S Plus crafting station. Okay, okay. So now we know. We'll take. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Take this. We'll take this. Just being stubborn. Crystal. We want the spark powder and the oil. Okay. So that we have to create over here. Now I get it. I knew we'd made one before. There we go. Okay, I started to say, nice thing about the S Plus fabricator over the standard fabricator is, one, it can be picked up and moved, just like all of the S Plus stuff. And then two, it's silent. It doesn't make that horrendous noise that the standard one does. And then last but not least, it can be switched to electric power instead of gasoline once you have electricity. You know, let's put this right here. Just trying to get it straight if I can. Against the wall, because alright, so if you hold E on it, you see it's got the pull. It's also got switch to, well, let's show pull range, but it's still got the pull resources ability, but it's also got the switch to electricity, so we can run it on electric once we have electric going. Now I have a mod, it's building extras. It adds a whole bunch of building extra stuff. One of the things it adds, or two of the things technically, are solar cells to give you solar power. They're sort of cheaty, but to be honest, by the time you get to this point, it's not a lot of effort to get enough gasoline to run a generator, especially if, like this server, you're not running it 24/7. But you do have to have the fabricator first, because you need to have the electronics and everything in order to do it. But before we do that, we are going to need, I'm just going ahead and take all of that. We are going to need gasoline. So we will, I don't know how much spark powder it's going to take to do this. Just stick 5 in it for now. Take one of these, that, and that, and that, and light fire. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put more than 5 in there. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. I don't want to waste spark powder if I can avoid it. Put 20 in there. That should be more than enough for I think it'll make 100 gasoline. It'll be more than enough for our purposes by the time we get. We'll get electric going long before we get to that point. So let's actually take a look at that. Do I have those Ingrams yet? Yes, I do. So here are the 2 solar cells. Now I may, when I put electric on the boat, I may choose not to use the solar cells. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll probably stick with them. We're going to need 75 metal. That's not a problem. We've got the metal, crystals, electronics. The only thing that we got to worry about. Wait a minute. Let's do that again. So this one right here is a ground standing one, freestanding one. You just place it on the ground somewhere. This one here is a roof solar panel. So this one will go on a roof or on any sort of structure. This one will only go on the ground. This one will only go on a structure. So that's the difference between the two of them. 30 electronics. That's going to be 90 pearls, and I think 30 metal. And we have 27 pearls. Well, you know what? When the sun comes up, I have a pretty good idea what we're going to be doing. Pearl diving for us. Okay, well, maybe I should go check the boat and see if I have any out there. doubt it. Just gonna check our crafting storage here. Oh, we do have some. Nice. Oh, I was muting there. I thought I was going to sneeze, but I guess my nose changed its mind. I'm really liking the new Yeti microphone. I really appreciate my son letting me use it. I was afraid I was not going to be able to use it this morning. I couldn't find it, and it turned out he had it in his room. And I was just fortunate he was still awake, so I was able to get it from him. What was I doing? Oh, man. Just call me easily distracted Trigon. 82. So we still don't have enough. So I think what I'm going to do is cut away here, and we'll come back when the sun is up, and we will go do our pearl gathering. And we're back. Now, you may recall a couple of episodes ago, we went through the snow biome up there, over through the northwest, I should say. And there were pearls. I told you there were pearls. I don't know if you could see them on one of those ice shelves there, but of course that is further away than where we're at right now. And it also, well, the last time we were there, you may recall, it was sort of laden with T-Rexes. Now, this is a spot that we used to always go to, and I found it real handy to have. And I think they nerfed the spot. They really did. I find it really handy to have a frog for this. I wish I had one. But this, your fur will come in handy, even though it won't help you when you're under the water. It will help you as soon as you get out. But there are still some pearls here, so we're going to go ahead and get them. Smacked in the face. But you can see them glowing under the water, see? These are, I should say, oysters or clams or whatever. But the pearls are in them. And do keep an eye out for nasties. I know I saw one along the beach here. Where'd it go? Did I run past it? Yes, just as I was saying that I ran past it. There we go. And then I saw another one in the water here. There used to be a lot more here. This whole area used to be just stuffed with them, but I guess they nerfed... Oh, that was a fish, not a pearl. But I guess they nerfed that. Well, darn. Oh, and you can see an underwater oil node right down there. Two underwater oil nodes. Okay, so yeah, this is... No, we don't need a lot. In fact, I already have enough to cover our needs. But, you know, no sense in not getting what we can. We might as well get some oil while we're here, too. I decided not to make as much gasoline. One, because I wanted to get on the road. And two, and I was thinking, you know what, we're not going to go through 90 gas. We should be on electric long before then, and I'm not going to use the gasoline again. But oil is still necessary for various crafting projects, so... Now, if we were using a generator, we would, you know, continually need gasoline. And so, as I said, it is a bit cheaty using the solar cells, but I think it's one of those things where it just... There's that other one right there. The boat also, especially with this one, that was real close to the boat too, especially with the advanced rafts mod with the better view we get, it makes it easier to see the pearls. Obviously, I could also use the Pelagornis for this, because we would be able to, yeah, and I just saw one ahead of us. I thought there was one further that way too. I could use a Pelagornis too. My preference, though, is to use a frog. Yeah, I would probably just use a frog for this normally. I suppose you could also use a Spino or any water dweller. There's our water tap there. But the frogs are small and fast and maneuverable, so it makes it really handy. Well, I'm really sad that they nerfed my pearl spot. There used to be tons of pearls over here too. This actually used to be a lot rockier here, now that I think about it. This used to be really hard to navigate because there were so many rocks here. They got rid of all of them. This used to be very rocky, and there were several pearl deposits in between all those rocks. That's really weird. It's just weird seeing the changes. I'm hot. How can it be hot? This game is crazy sometimes. I'm hot. But yeah, I had not seen this. What is that? That is really weird. This is ice? Huh. I had not, you know, this is the first time I've really spent any time playing on this map since, I guess since the center came out. I've played on the center and Scorched Earth. Played a little bit here, but not very much. We never really got very far. Like, well, particularly like Eek and I had in our first game where we'd played here. We played till we were pretty high level, and very few mods. I don't know if we even had any mods at all back then. We played definitely on a lot harder mode than we play anymore. There's just a lot of grinding and a lot of nuisance stuff, and some of that, you know, that's part of the game. You want to enjoy it, and I'm glad I did play that way my first time playing. But you know, once you've done it once, it's sort of like, why? What if this Rex is still here? If not, we can get pearls off from this shelf. Assuming they're still here. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's... Wow, they really eliminated all the pearl resources up here. This used to be the great spot to come and get pearls. I don't even see a single pearl here. There's 1, 2, right down deep there. Okay, 4. But it used to be real easy to get pearls here. You could just go along this ice shelf. Man, they really got rid of all of that. That's really sad. I mean, I've got, as you can see, I'm getting a lot of pearls per pickup, and that's because I've got it set real high. In fact, I think this is an old config file that I pulled from something else, and I think I've got this set really, really high. Is that a Megalodon sneaking up behind me? I saw you try to eat me. Looks like we're safe here for the moment at least, so we'll go ahead and get the oil too. Let's keep our eyes open for dropping tyrannosaurs. I wonder if that tyrannosaur tried to follow us into the ocean and ended up eaten by megalodons. I don't see anybody but that RG. What was I talking about? I have no idea what I was talking about. Sometimes those shards of rock scare the devil out of me. Yeah, there used to be more oil here too. They really changed this quite a bit. I'm really, really surprised. Because there was a big oil rock right over... I don't think this was here. There was an oil rock over here. Only added a ruin and some bushes. There were certainly... This is an ice flow. Why are there bushes on an ice flow? Unless they changed that to solid ground in that spot, or maybe it was before and you just couldn't tell. But yeah, I mean, not not major changes, but they've definitely changed the details of this coastline. I think that's a cave up there. I checked it out before and there was nothing there, but it looks sort of like they've added one. So we had watched that before. I think I'd gone over there and looked at it and found no, it looked like a cave, but it was blocked off. Oh, there's one more pearl. I'm not going to get it. We did pretty well. 416 pearls, 124 oil. Yeah, I'd say we did pretty well. So, I am going to cut away again for the sail back, and I will come back when we're ready to make some stuff in our fabricator. Be right back. And we're back. You know, I just don't think that large stone slabs are the best roofing material. We seem to have a slight leak problem in here. Maybe I should have hired a professional. Alright, well, let's get some gasoline out here. Probably one is going to be enough. One gasoline, I think, runs fabricator, whether it's S plus or vanilla, for 15 minutes. That's usually enough for anything you want to craft. And it is running, even though it's making no noise. So we are going to... No, we don't want to crouch. We want to look at this. We are going to need... Oh, and I didn't notice earlier when we leveled up, when we were getting ready to go out there, we hit level 60. So that means T-Rex and Spino saddles, among other things. Okay, we're going to need 75 metal and 5 crystal. We've got our electronics crafting. Yep. 75 metal, 5 crystal. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll put the solar panel up on the roof somewhere out of the way. Probably, I'm guessing, like right up here in this little nook where right now Dove is parked. He'll have to move a bit. But I'm thinking that'll be a good spot because where we're going to want electric is going to be, well, mainly in here. We'll want some... Oh yeah, I'm going to have electric over here for this. Well, that's just some running some electrical lines. Speaking of which, though, let's grab half the crystal, half the metal, and stick some in here. I didn't mean to take all of it, but alright. We are going to need... Oh, you know, I bet we haven't done it yet. No, we haven't. So we're gonna need... Oh, we're not using these. We're gonna use the ARK Advanced ones. That's why I hadn't gotten those before. Come on, why are you not letting me transfer stuff? Did they break T? Is T not working? I swear I used it earlier. Yeah, there we go. Structures, electrical, and I want... I need at least one plus, or one intersection, I should say. Actually, I think we'll need 2 of those and 2 of those. Oh, 1 more of those. And oh, now it's foggy in here. Well, at least the rain stopped for a moment. There we go. We got that. We can just let that run itself out. Oh man, the vanilla fabricator is so noisy. It would just give me a headache having the thing on. So let's take most of this out. And now we'll make our solar cell. Okay. Put the extras back. We'll put... Let's put this in 6. Hey, this is going to be quite a step up having some electric here. Certainly wasn't what I was thinking of this morning. Okay. Now Dove's fine where he is. I think we will go right here. So. Actually, you know what? Let's place this first if I can. Because that will let us sort of control where things end up. Now let's try placing the solar cell. No, I don't want the rifle out. Well, facing that way is okay. You know what? That's not quite how I wanted it. That's right. The way this thing is, not rename. I don't care what its name is. I want the end. Not the, I don't want the middle on there, on the middle of the cross here. I want the, that's great for lining it up. But what I want is the end over by the wall. How'd that work out? I don't think that's right either. You know, I didn't give us any vertical pieces. I just realized that. That definitely was a mistake on my part. Yeah, and this is really always fiddly. You know, getting stuff to line up and be where you want it to be. Can this work out better if I do it this way? Yeah. Always remember to use your K menu. Or your K mode, I should say. It's the orbit camera is what it's actually called, but... Okay, now let's try placing our solar cell. That places nicely where I had it. Well, that's a nuisance. ARG. If I place it where I want it going one direction, it's not going to place where I want it going the other direction. So what I want is to have the cables run neatly down the walls. So one thing I think is nice that, you know, maybe I should have thought of and used the Structures Plus ones. It's just that I would have had to have bought all the vanilla pieces, and I didn't want to. I suppose I should, because, you know, Ingrams, I should be paying for those Ingrams properly. But I think they actually snap to the Dove. What'd you do that for? Come on, let's move you out of the way. There we go. Got his little head in there and knocked me off where I was at. The Structures Plus ones, I believe, snap to the foundations or to the ceilings, so that so that they're all perfectly lined up. And sorry, I'm trying to talk and do stuff at the same time, and... What? That's interesting. It doesn't want to place there. Well, that's okay. We can we can get around that. We'll place that, and then that. There we go. So now we've got that placed. So another one here, another one here, and I think if we place this one here, let's use the orbit camera to have a look. A little ugly, but it is placed there. And now when we run this one, it'll run right down along the wall there. Okay, this again. Oh goodness. See? See, now we're going to be able to run power all the way over to that. And it'll run right along the wall. But I do need some vertical pieces. I need more horizontal pieces too. And we will take this metal. Structures, electrical. Let's see. I think 2 per location ought to be enough. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if 3 more of those will do. I'm going to need one more outlet too, aren't I? I was forgetting about having to run one over there to the fabricator. Electrical outlet. There we go. Wait a minute. How do we get it inclined? Oh, darn it. I hate it when I do that. Okay, we got an extra one of those. We got their verticals. Yeah, I just looked at it. Oh, that's the straight one, because look, it lines up with that. And no, that's the inclined one. You idiot. Triggin. What are we going to do with you? Okay, I wonder now. Let's try a vertical piece. Oh, hey, I placed it perfectly in front of a window. Wasn't that great? Oh, I'm just talented that way. You know, that's probably low enough. We probably only needed 1 vertical per go. Yeah, I'm not going to place one there because that's going to be ugly. But now we'll have electric here. I wonder if I can place this from down here. Actually, let's do it from outside because we know it's visible outside. There we go. Not the prettiest job ever, but and we'll come back up here and go back to what we were doing here with this. Go back to our K camera and one more. We'll put us right smack in the corner there. And then we just have to put the outlet on. We just have to put the outlet on. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't want the outlet on there. What am I thinking? We'll pick up this battlement. And the nice thing about stuff you can pick up. And put the battlement back. And let's go down below and place the last vertical. And then we can check and see if we have power on our fabricator. If we do, then we'll know that our power is working. Oop, and we can run into columns. Because, you know, running into columns is cool, right? And once again, right in front of a window. How do I always manage it? Because I centered it on the block instead of putting it in a corner. Oh well. I'm not going to worry too much about that. And let's come in here. Turn it off. And switch to electricity. And there we go. It's powered. It's alright, so we have working electric in here now. Yay us. But we are definitely over time. I sort of lost track of how long we'd spent on things with all the little breaks and everything, but I'm quite certain we're over time now. So that'll be it for this episode. Once again, smash that thumbs up button for me. Subscribe, please, if you haven't already. I appreciate all the support. And you have a great day. Thanks for watching.